Today on Bieber, we're pulling back the curtain to reveal the real story behind Justin's recent hits, emotional tracks, social media drama, and what's really happening between Justin, Hailey, and Selena. Welcome back to Bieber, your trusted space for everything in the Bieber world. From chart-topping music to the emotions driving it, we're taking a closer look at the latest in Justin's life. We'll cover his songs, his marriage, his family, Hailey Bieber's image, business moves, and Selena Gomez, the past, the present, and what people still expect from her. This isn't just about celebrity headlines. It's about how fame shapes identity, relationships, and the public lives of the people we think we know. Let's dive in. But not every track on Swag 2 seems aimed at Hailey. Fans instantly noticed hidden nods to Selena in the album's deeper cuts. On songs like Over My Shoulder and Back Then, Justin drifts into memories that sound like unfinished conversations. Lines about the girl who knew me before the fame and the one I can't erase sent Twitter and TikTok into overdrive, sparking theories that Justin may still be processing his past. Clips of these lyrics went viral within hours, and fans flooded comment sections with comparisons, screenshots, and dissected meanings, adding fuel to the fire. Selena herself posted a muted Instagram story just a day after the album dropped, a photo of a studio mic and a caption about old truths and new songs. She never mentioned Justin by name, but the timing had people convinced it was her subtle response. Hailey, on the other hand, kept things cool in public but was photographed leaving a restaurant the next evening looking tense. Paparazzi footage and body language breakdowns spread across YouTube, feeding speculation about stress inside the marriage. Meanwhile, insiders close to Justin say he's entering one of the most intense creative phases of his life. He's writing non-stop, leaning on friends, and pulling from therapy sessions for inspiration. This is why Swag 2 feels so raw, part confession, part love letter, and part unfinished chapter. Whether those chapters belong to Hailey, Selena, or someone else entirely is left deliberately blurry. And that mystery is exactly what's keeping fans glued to every lyric, every post, and every move. Yet, while Swag 2 projects a message of loyalty and stability, fans can't ignore the undercurrent of tension that seems to follow the couple. On tracks like Midnight Confessions and Never Let Go, Justin paints a picture of late-night talks, long drives, and promises made behind closed doors. Listeners hear not just a superstar, but a man trying to prove his devotion in the middle of constant scrutiny. These songs have sparked a new wave of commentary videos, with fans speculating whether Justin is offering reassurance to Hailey, responding to critics, or quietly addressing past mistakes. At the same time, Hailey is building her own identity beyond being Mrs. Bieber. Rhodes Quick Rise and Sephora stores, brand partnerships with major influencers, and a reported new product line for 2025 shows she's steering her own ship. Behind the scenes, insiders say Justin's presence at her launches isn't just symbolic. He's been connecting her with industry contacts, coordinating playlists, and even brainstorming campaign ideas. This behind-the-curtain support contrasts sharply with the drama headlines, showing a partnership that may be more strategic and unified than outsiders assume. Still, social media thrives on ambiguity, and the moment Justin and Hailey hint at parenthood, the internet goes into overdrive. When Justin sings about tiny sneakers in the hallway on one of Swag 2's hidden tracks, fans dissect the lyric as a baby hint. Hailey's recent choice of oversized jackets and soft neutral posts only amplified speculation, whether it's a real clue or just poetic imagery. The line blurs between personal and public, making the couple's next chapter one of the most closely watched stories in pop culture. When they attend events together, their body language often warm and deliberate. These public moments counter the online chatter, hinting that Justin wants people to see a story of steadiness and growth. One moment that drew a lot of attention was Justin openly posting that he once told Hailey she'd never make the cover of Vogue. That revelation didn't come from gossip outlets, it came straight from him. Even more revealing, he later edited the post, which many saw as a sign of self-awareness and possible regret. Since then, Hailey has appeared on the cover of Vogue herself, showing that change, humility, and persistence can shift outcomes. During this time, Hailey stepped further into spotlight. In August 2024, she became a mother to Jack Blues Bieber, a milestone that instantly raised public expectations and pressures. She's spoken honestly in interviews about the realities of giving birth, from difficult labor to the emotional weight of doing so while the world watches. These candid comments have helped shape her image as someone navigating fame, motherhood, and personal growth on her own terms. Style and public image have become central to how Hailey presents herself and how others see her. A recent date night in New York City drew attention when she appeared in a sheer, lace-trimmed black dress that immediately set off fan chatter and headlines. Soon after, at the Swag 2 release party, she turned heads again in a Saint Laurent look, while Justin opted for a more laid-back outfit. That contrast seemed intentional, balancing high fashion with everyday authenticity, and showing a couple that isn't always trying to look picture-perfect. At the same time, Justin's life as a father is shaping his creative side. He often shares warm snapshots of adventures with his son, Jack, from bonding moments to little firsts every parent cherishes. One post even showed Jack standing at the front of a car, gazing out at the world with curiosity. Hailey quickly reshared it. On Swag 2, Justin's lyrics lean into gratitude, duty, and legacy, reflecting how his decisions now carry weight beyond life. And then there's Selena Gomez. Her name always surfaces whenever Justin Bieber is mentioned. No matter how much time has passed, Selena's life looks very different now. She's engaged to Benny Blanco, moving forward with her acting and music career, and leading Rare Beauty. These days, she appears more focused on peace and self-care than public drama. Still, fans and media keep drawing links, making comparisons, and reviving old stories. One long-running theme has been the supposed tension between Selena and Hailey. It seemed to flare again when both unfollowed each other on Instagram. Whether that was conflict, miscommunication, or simply setting boundaries is unclear, but it quickly fueled speculation. People analyzed it, tied it to old history, and projected ideas onto it. But keeps the Selena-Hailey narrative alive is the past. Justin and Selena's on-and-off romance in the early 2010s still holds a place in public memory. Many rooted for them as a couple. Justin's later marriage to Hailey created a new storyline, sparking comparisons and expectations. On social media, actions like follows, likes, and public congratulations act as kind of language. When Selena liked to post about Rhodes' launch in Sephora, or when Hailey tapped like on Selena's engagement announcement, it instantly made headlines. Even neutral gestures are interpreted as clues. Still, there have been efforts to steer the story in a calmer direction. Selena has shown goodwill by liking Hailey's business updates, sharing uplifting quotes, and saying she isn't interested in dragging out old drama. Hailey, meanwhile, has said she tries not to dwell on online talk about rumored tension. In a Vogue cover story, she admitted the speculation can be mentally draining, especially while raising a child. This leads to a bigger question in 2025. What do unfollows actually mean? Are they true signs of conflict or just a way of drawing personal boundaries? In celebrity culture, unfollowing often looks like public drama, but it doesn't always reflect what's really going on. Because both Selena and Hailey have such large platforms, unfollowing might simply be a way to lessen the stress of always being visible. Sometimes it's performative. Sometimes it's genuine, but the public almost always treats it as drama. There's also a deeper layer: personal growth, healing, and identity. Justin's Swag 2 isn't just another album, it's a snapshot of where he stands now, married, a father, and still working through what fame has demanded of him emotionally. Hailey is handling motherhood under constant attention, balancing a growing business with how people see her. Selena is carving out paths away from past stories, choosing encouragement over conflict and growth over headlines. None of this is perfect. It's complicated. And fans, listeners, and the media are watching it all unfold: the music, the struggles, and the attempts at healing. We also need to look at the business side. Hailey's brand Rhode has become a powerhouse not just because she started it, but because it's grown enough to attract top beauty retailers and even e.l.f. Beauty, which bought the company in a billion-dollar deal. That's massive. It shows how her influence, ideas, and business skills are now recognized at the highest level. But with that kind of success comes pressure. When your brand is, Hailey's choices aren't just personal anymore, they also affect the business world. For Justin, this chapter is playing out through both his lyrics and visuals. His new album gives fans not only high-energy songs but also a glimpse of his vulnerable side. The tracks touch on regret, the wish to grow, and the honesty of owning past mistakes. There's a clear journey unfolding here. He's gone from a young star with global fame and mistakes to a man with a family, responsibility, and a clearer sense of what matters. When Justin designs matching sneakers for Hailey and Jack through his Sky clothing line, it's more than just style. It's about legacy, family, unity, and building a brand all at once. So, what comes next? That's what Justin, Hailey, Selena, the fans, and the media are all wondering. Will Swag mark a real shift toward honesty and healing? Can Hailey's business keep growing without being dragged into constant rumors? Will Selena keep focusing on path, or will old stories continue to resurface? One thing is clear: these narratives aren't disappearing. And maybe the fan theories, headlines, and speculation are simply part of what these public figures will always have to handle. But maybe, in the middle of all this, the most genuine parts are still in the music, in family ties, in being open about growth, and in letting go of what no longer helps. Thanks for staying with me through this deep dive. Justin Bieber's life right now has many layers: music, fatherhood, love, and responsibility. Hailey Bieber is balancing motherhood, business, and taking control of her story. Selena Gomez keeps moving forward, choosing peace, purpose, and strength. And while social media will always look for drama, real life and real music offer a deeper story. If you like this video or want me to cover more on Jelena history, JB dynamics, or the future of rare beauty versus road, drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss out. Until then, stay real. Behind the headlines, there's a quieter story unfolding. Justin has been spending more time in studios that feel more like living rooms than recording booths. Friends say he's writing songs late at night while Jack sleeps, pulling inspiration from everyday life, not just fame. These new sessions aren't about chasing charts. They're about capturing the moment he's in. That shift shows a different side of Justin, one that fans rarely get to see. Hailey, meanwhile, is taking a hands-on approach to her brand. Rather than relying only on a team, she's showing up at meetings, testing products herself, and even working on small capsule collections inspired by life. It's her way of proving that she's more than a headline. She's an active creator. Close friends say has made her more confident but also more protective of her space. Selena's path has rhythm. She's been curating projects that focus on health, kindness, and empowerment. She's also become more selective with public appearances, choosing moments that align with her message rather than simply feeding the celebrity cycle. This careful approach is reshaping how the public sees her, moving her further from the drama and closer to values. Together, their stories create a picture of three people trying to redefine themselves in real time, balancing fame with personal growth. It's no longer just about who unfollows whom or which post goes viral. It's about legacy, direction, and staying true to what matters when the cameras aren't rolling. And as they all step into this next phase, fans are watching not just for the music or the brands, but for a sign of who they're becoming beyond the headlines.